Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Deadside. On today's episode, we are talking about storage vests. It'll be a quick one. There's only 3 to currently choose from, but we're going to show you how much they cost, how much they can hold, and also how much they resell for. Stick around. Okay, so as we've mentioned before on a couple of our other guide videos, the inventory at the traders doesn't really give that much information, and so that's why we're doing these quick videos to show you more detail about the items that are currently in the game. Vests is another option just like that. There are currently 3 versions. There's a hunter vest, a field vest, and a tac vest or tactical vest that range in size. But as you can see here, when you go to purchase them, it tells you nothing about it, right? You don't know how big it is or things of that nature. So we're wanting to show you that kind of in depth. So first one off is the hunter vest. Now, the hunter vest is the cheapest one. These you can be purchased for $2,500, or they're readily available on almost all AI, right? You can find these hunter vests laying on the ground, out just in normal POIs or towns. You can find them on the scavs, the AI that are running around. Standard, they don't have to be the military ones, but you'll find this hunter vest. It has 6 slots of inventory, okay? So there is no armor on these vests. These are for inventory use purposes. So this one does have 6 slots. It costs $2,500 if you are to buy it, if you don't find it out in the wild. And then as with everything else that we've seen, it currently has a 20% resale value. The value is good to know when you're just finding them out as random loot, so that way you know if it's worthwhile to keep on yourself to bring back to a safe zone to trade in or to keep to use, right? The hunter vest, again, 6 slots, value of $500 if you're finding it. And one thing to note, if you already have a vest on, the hunter vest can only go in a bag. You cannot put it in your shirt or pants. This hunter vest or all other storage vests or armored vests for that reason can only go in a bag. You cannot put them in any other slot on your person. So that's the hunter vest. Next up is the field vest. This one runs $7,500 from a trader, or you can find these on military scavs. The military AI running around at either of the military bases, the small one down towards south or the one over in the northeast. You'll typically find the field vest on them or on the military patrols walking the roads. They can spawn with this vest. And I've actually found it on the ground as well, but typically I've only seen it in like a military zone. It's where I'll find one of these field vests. These do give you 2 additional slots. It's a full 8 slots, and the value again, 20%, so it's $1,500 is how much you can resell this one for. The same thing applies. You can only store it in an actual bag while you're on the run if you do find these for loot, but it is 3 times the value, right, of the hunter vest. If you're looking for resale value only, 3 times the value. So these are much more valuable when you're actually finding them on the ground, if you're raiding the military base or something of that nature to keep around. They are also, if you notice, the vest for a slot is actually worth 50% more than the Gorka clothes. So if you're finding military folks, taking loot from them, definitely keep the vest instead of the clothing if you have the option, because for the same reason, the clothes can only go in the bag as well. So if you're storing clothing in here, definitely choose the vest as opposed to the clothes because it will definitely give you more money. Last but not least is the tactical vest. So the tactical vest does give you 10 slots. So once again, it steps up by 2 additional slots, but this one is a lot more money. Okay, so instead of just $7,500, it's 25 grand. Again, as with my backpack video, if you've seen that, if not, click the link above or down in the description. But once you go to the top tier of these items, once you hit like the $150,000 backpack or the $25,000 vest, it really doesn't become worth it for you to be buying consistently as far as the whole risk versus a reward, right? When you could buy a field vest on your own for only $7,500 and it only gives you 2 less slots, you could definitely buy this over and over again as opposed to buying this tac vest. But with it being the top tier item, I did want to show it off in this video. Again, it gives you the full 10 slots. Everything else applies, can only go in the bag, and 20% value. So instead of the 25 grand, resale value is 5 grand. So if you do find these on the ground, these, this is one of the more valuable items you could put in your inventory, other than like a Mosin, of course, which is going to run you about 10K down here, or top tier armor or things of that nature. Like one of these heavy assault helmets that run $12,000. But this is not one I would recommend buying on the regular. So if you're interested, I hope you've seen this video before you've went out and bought it on your own, because the value difference here and the risk versus reward definitely isn't worth it. Hopefully this video has helped. It's shown you what 3 actual storage vest options there are in the game currently. I expect them to actually expand in the future, because if you notice on the tac vest, there are still 2 additional slots. So more than likely, there's going to be one even larger, I hope to see. Maybe even a vest that has some armor capabilities and storage. That would be the perfect sweet spot of what I would be looking for. But we'll see what they come out with. I definitely know they're still developing the game, and there's a lot in the works, so I'm excited to see what's coming. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. If you have any other questions that I haven't answered yet, definitely leave them in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to help out there. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. That way you'll be around for any other Deadside videos or other content we put out here on the channel. I appreciate it as always, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.